You want it to be one way.
Man, I don't
You want
know
it to be one
Man,
way.
stop! Stop saying that.
But it's the other way.
What's up, everybody out there? It's your boy Head. Welcome back to It's the Other Way. Now, I had to do something for my comic book nerds out there. And it's no offense. I'm a comic movies nerd myself, I think. Really just the movies and TV shows, though. I don't want to disrespect y'all real comic fans out there, like I know all the source materials for all these movies and shows and shit. But halfway through 2021, this has got to be the most comic or graphic novel filled year for the big screen or small screen I ever seen. And I'm guessing the pandemic playing a little part in that from all the material from 2020 last year that didn't even come out. But it's just been a non-stop barrage of these joints coming out from everywhere. Now, I can't name all these joints, but I'll have some flashing up here. Yo, and shout out to Dem Dada from the Sism podcast, just because he might appreciate this joint. Now, Marvel just opened the year killing the game with WandaVision and came right back with The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And both of these joints I thought was some great series. They actually both deserve their own review podcast, maybe sometime in the future. I might have to circle back to them at some point. But for this cast, I want to focus on the most surprising greatness of the year so far. Half year through. What I'm talking about would be Invincible, the new animated series based on the comic written by creator of Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman. I was blown off this show. This shit was some of the greatest shit I ever seen. Look, if you ain't watched Invincible on Amazon Prime yet, and you like this type of shit, 1, you should be ashamed, and 2, you should stop this joint right now and come back after you watched it. If you don't have Amazon Prime, fire stick this shit or something. Now, real quick, Invincible is about like a teenager son, Mark Grayson. He like on some Peter Parker shit, but his pops is like basically Superman, basically. And his pops got all these ridiculous powers, and Grayson, when he like 17, so he about to get his powers soon. But you know, they showing his high school life, you know, at the beginning of the joint. They start this joint nice, innocent, and clean for us, though. Well, I can't say innocent and clean. It's a shootout at the beginning. But you'll see what I'm talking about. So like I said, my man Mark Grayson, his pops is Omni-Man. And his pops is basically like Superman in that universe or whatever. And he got a squad, kind of like the Justice League. And I think they call it like the Guardians of the Globe. And they fight like various enemies, kind of like these big blue molar twins and all that. But the thing is, the homie Mark Grayson, he ain't got his powers and he's frustrated by it. But then the young Mark, he starts saying that he got a little powers. He starts seeing them coming along. So of course he tells pops and moms, you know what I'm saying? Pops kind of like on some, all right, kind of look iffy, but whatever. So then he go train Mark, you know what I mean? Next day, let's get some training going. You starting to feel these powers. But he out here whooping his son's ass low key. So the homie Mark like, damn, Pop's so hard on me. He just tried to go out on his own. Like, I'm feeling my powers. He go get like a bad little uniform joint. He go out scrapping. Of course, Pop sees it, seeing him kind of get scraped up, a little rusty around the edges. So he take him on like, all right, I gotta get you together, homie. So Pops take him to go get a new uniform, you know, like boosting morale or whatever. So Mark, he get the uniform. He call himself Invincible. He gets to flying around and shit, checking out his new joint. And now at the end of this first episode, this is where this shit all go crazy. The motherfucking Guardians of the Globe, they get a distress call to meet at like they little meetup spot or whatever. Now all the superhero Guardians meet up at the spot, right? And this is how this shit go down. I'm about to give y'all a quick treat right here.
The streets got away with these hours as time management. Waving sticks like it was magic and try to vanish it. Gotta use your advantages. Sit calm cause the wrong cast can lead to bandages. Crush your will to live at the table. Don't get entangled with niggas that'll mangle shit. Spray the restaurant and pay the damages. I don't never scrimmage with the amateurs. Vision is too vivid for your cameras. Prison was like living in a canister, but I knew the parameters. Yeah, death will make you part of the surface. Going by that fake love, but respect is harder to purchase. Muzzle up the mutts, cause all that barking is worthless. If you friendly with a clown, then you probably part of the circus. Pray to God in them churches, but on the streets you better be raising arms with a purpose. Staying calm when you nervous. Yeah, they say that better late than never. Never late is better. Dreaming I'm a king, let's go and save Coretta.
Off camera's how we did it, before the mentions. chance. Everything I dropped, the album of the year contender. Here I go again. Made a few million, I barely announced it. Rapping better than niggas, I can barely pronounce shit. Getting to this position was like scaling a mountain. Now look at me weighing money on the scale when I'm counting. We was really whipping them grams, really getting them bands. Get my little sister a lamb. I came back to kill these niggas again. Lyrics written in braille, nigga, you gotta feel it to understand. So when they say who Ella, I'm like, really nigga, you playing? You really must be his fan or ain't hearing the shit I'm saying. Getting rich off t-shirts really wasn't the plan, but every time I drop, I reel in 200 grand, nigga. Niggas try blocking my goals, I'ma make it messy. See what I did there? My OG told me gotta kill a nigga you love, do it clean, you don't make it messy. Bell's palsy, bitches still say I'm sexy. Remember I used to go put work and I would take the peshy. That's what we call the 38s to make sure they respect me. Correctional facilities can't correct me, nigga. You saying, from king to a god, nigga.
Now, if that was your first time just seeing that shit right there, tell me you ain't thinking either, damn, this shit is live as hell. Or you thinking, god damn, I can't watch this grimy shit. I know one thing though, all y'all was entertained by that shit. So Omni-Man obliterates these dudes. Then he's so fucked up, he goes to the hospital, of course. And now the homie Mark out there, he dolo. He trying to fight some aliens that's invading. You know what I mean? He gets some help from like a little teenage help super squad, because there's some mass super squads going on around this time. But the Guardians of the Globe, they like the biggest. He get help from them. You know what I mean? Then he meet the broad Adam Eve, who actually go to his high school. So they drive them aliens back to their ship or whatever. And the boy Omni-Man, he wakes up in the hospital. He acting fuzzy, like he don't remember shit, all that. But the leader of the government dude, Cecil, he think Omni-Man done did that shit, or at least suspect him. And he hired this demon-like dude in there, like a demon detective. He like real sweet or whatever at solving crimes and shit. So the government leader, Cecil, he can see some shit that's like flying in outer space. So he called on Omni-Man. Omni-Man tell his son, like, man, you handle it. You know, I'm still kind of down or whatever. He tell his son to handle it. His son go out there, fly out to space or whatever. He run into like an alien being out there and he get to scrapping with him. But they get to scrapping, he realized like, oh, dude ain't trying to kill me. It's like a misunderstanding type shit. This alien played by Seth Rogen too. He kind of funny. The alien homie, he just a dude to fly around to other planets to see if their security system cool from the invaders. He really like a good guy. But he thought Mark was his pops, because I guess he fought his pops like 3 years ago when he came to that planet or whatever. So they shake it up, he bounced. But then the invaders come back, the alien invaders come back to Earth for like this the third time now. And they getting their ass handed to them this time. But here come Omni-Man, Pops come out and just wipes motherfuckers out. Then the homie Omni-Man flies to their planet and he just killed everybody. Just so they ain't come back no more. Like, nah, fuck that. Y'all ain't coming back. So now with the Guardians of the Globe all dead, the homie Cecil goes to the robot superhero dude that was part of the young squad out there helping Mark. He goes to him and tells him like, hey man, you need to form a squad. We need some new heroes. At the same time, Mark, he's starting to fall for this black chick named Amber. Yeah, Mark like the sisters. That's what's up. He falls for her. And at the same time that's going on, the chick Adam and Eve from the superhero squad that helped him, she finds out her boyfriend is cheating with the multiplicity type chick from that superhero squad. You know, she can multiply basically. I can't front. The homie was cheating with all three of them too at the same time when he caught him. But anyway, the homie Cecil, he getting a little bit more suspicious of Omni-Man, of course. He got the demon dropping him off information and shit like that. So the Molar twins, the big blue cats, they break out of prison. My man uses his own clone brother as a human shield, basically. But not human shield. As a shield, then he goes back and clone him. Wifey, the Omni-Man, she getting more suspicious of this dude because he asking questions and he acting a little bit weird. And then the Cecil homie, he don't want nobody to find out that Omni-Man might have killed these people. So he sends the devil demon detective dude, he sends him back to hell on some powerful shit. Like he ain't got no powers, but he gets shit done. So Cecil tries to send Omni-Man to Mars so he'll have time to investigate, right? But you know, Omni-Man like, oh, that's light work. You just want me to go get some astronauts that done floated off? He want to send Mark. So Mark goes out there. Mark goes to Mars. Then he sees like some aliens or whatever, then captured the astronauts or whatever. And they got some creepy specimen that they trying to keep the people from. I guess they experiment or whatever. But when he rescue them and bring them back, they bring some of that whatever that specimen or species back with them, like, and they ain't know it. So while this going on, the robot cat, he takes a sample of blood from Rex. Rex is the ex-boyfriend of the Adam Eve chick, and he like, then we see like his real body, like it's like a little spongy type, nasty slime type shit. So Mark, he approached by like this big black dude. Actually, his name is Titan. He the same dude that he actually beat up in episode 1, if y'all seen it. But he goes to Titan, or Titan goes to him or whatever. And Titan basically want him to take down this other villain dude, this like robot dude. He got like an auto-tuning voice. And he want him to help him take him down because Titan worked for the dude. So Mark goes to Pops and tells Pops, Omni-Man like, nah bro, they just trying to use you. Mark of course does it anyway. He goes and see this villain dude ready. This dude got like mighty heroes already ready. And they ain't no heroes, they some like villain dudes. And they come in and start whooping ass. Mark and his squad is just beat to a fucking pulp. I wish I could show you this scrap, but it'll make it too goddamn long. Don't worry, I got a couple more scenes for y'all down the road. But check. While they recovering, Mark and the squad, the robot dude, he goes to the twins' help because they like experts in like cloning or some shit. Meanwhile, the Titan dude, he really was on some bullshit because he basically took over the whole city with that shit. And the fake boss was in on it the whole time. He really worked for Titan. So while Mark's still recovering a little bit, him and the shorty try to keep it rekindled, and they go on a double date with his gay homie William and it's his dude basically. They go to a college where his dude at. So they get to the college. Now the cyborg comes out of nowhere, and of course Mark, he gotta, defend him. He gotta bounce and turn into invincible. This happened, and of course Shorty, she think he ran off, and basically she break up with him. Like, damn dude, you left us hanging while we was out here fighting the cyborg dude. Then later on that day or whatever, the homie, his gay homie, his boy, he go missing. So of course dude going after his boy, like, man, where this dude at? He looking for him. He asked Mark for help. Mark, didn't want to do it. He was going through his thing with the Amber Bride. So he go looking for him on his own. He finds out that one of the students there, he on some evil shit, and he like experiment on students there, and like trying to turn them into like monsters or zombies or some type shit. Invincible do get there, but it's too late, you know what I mean? The homie, he either dead or turned into a monster at that point. Meanwhile, wifey, she back at the house looking for shit, and then she finds blood like on Omni-Man's suit or whatever. So of course she takes it to the dude, the uniform cat, lab it up, finds out what we all know. Damn, this dude really done killed all these superheroes. She confronts the homie. The homie ain't telling nothing. Mom's the word on him. They get into an argument or whatever. Omni-Man can't take it. My man flies off straight through the ceiling type shit. And wifey, she's sitting there, of course, she crying and shit. Cecil just shows up. This dude Cecil, man, he just shows up like on some invisible, appear out of nowhere. He got all that high tech with some soldiers or whatever to take her back to the headquarters, I guess, for protection. Meanwhile, the robot that had took the sample from Rex, he basically is transferring his consciousness into like a body, and then that body ended up being basically like a young Rex. And I guess he do this because he trying to like he liked the chick. It's a little young chick on their squad, and she like turned into a big ass dude. But she like he like her because she don't get along with nobody. They kind of connect. You know what I mean? He a robot, she young. I see where he going. It ain't really incest because he a robot, but he transferred basically himself into like a teenage version of the Rex dude that he got the blood from. Monster Girl is her name. She basically a little teenage girl, but she turned to a monster. She ain't even a teenager. She younger than that. But I don't even really know if she really teenage. She's like a mutant. So she turned into a monster, but she like in a teenage girl body. Anyway, Omni-Man, he returned back to the house. Cecil got some like invincible soldiers in there. They appear. Of course, Omni-Man scrapes them. Too easy. And then he flies off. Cecil got cyborgs and all type of flying dudes coming at him. Kills them, takes them out. Then he runs into this big ass monster Cecil got out there for him. It's a big ass monster that I think Omni-Man done beat before, they say. But he run into this monster. The monster knocks him on his ass. His son catches him. And then they get to working the monster together. So the clone twins, they able to bring back Immortal. Immortal, the superhero dude from the galaxy of the globe, Guardians of the Globe. He real beastie, you know what I mean? He kind of on Omni-Man's level, but not as powerful. So when Immortal is revived, this dude wakes up pissed. He's straight looking for Omni-Man. Like, he remembered, like, oh, this motherfucker done killed me. He comes back, he flies, starts scrapping Omni-Man. Basically, Omni-Man fucks him up, end up slicing his body in half. And Mark sees this shit, and Mark like, oh, what the fuck? Pops on something, and he starts scrapping Pops. And Pops like whooping that ass, and he trying to tell him like, look, dude, chill. Let me tell you your little story, where I'm from, why I'm doing all this. So Pops tell him this dope ass story about where he from, where the Viltrumites from, and they from this planet Viltron, I believe. And really, they on some Superman type shit, like everybody up there powerful. But the twist is, that motherfucker didn't like flee from there and come to Earth to like be the mighty hero and helping and save it. He came to this motherfucker to take it over, and that's what they do at their planet. They go to different other planets and take it over because they so superior. And he trying to get Mark to join. Like, look, this is what we can do, man. We can take over this Earth, go on to some other planets and conquer them too. And Mark, of course, he grew up a teenage human boy. He like, man, fuck that. I got friends. I got a girl. Got me messed up, Pops. So Pops, Omni-Man, being the evil superpower motherfucker that he is, this dude commenced to whooping the shit out of his son, trying to convince him that he way more powerful than any person walking the earth. And the way he's trying to convince him of this is crazy. But check it. If you ain't seen this, y'all need to strap in y'all seatbelts. This shit right here is wild.
Hey guys, come from a different set of rules. We was raised by it. Can't get these new dudes drugs to move, cause they may try it. All the pain I was made by it. Before I ate like a king, plenty days was on a slave diet. Stayed quiet, learned from talkers, urban New Yorkers. This beef, only thing I'm concerned with is torture. You dye hair like service from barbers. Contracts on your head that's been signed with a permanent marker. He don't know why he worried and cautious. Inferiority make y'all niggas nervous and awkward. I ain't never been worried about talking. 33 bosses in a Zoom meeting speaking with currency offers. I did it my way, they did it their way. My way made me a millionaire without getting airplay. I've been in their place, that shit is hearsay. Niggas ain't got the chandelier sitting over the spinning staircase. They're fake, make my ears ache. Gold 357, got fly weapons like an air base. I'm shooting everything bare face. I see a polo sweater and put a bullet in a bare face. Trust.
Look who came in the back door. Strapped with a big ass hammer, the Black Thor. Drop bars back to back, then add more. Simply you cannot compare this Bentley with RAV4. I'm still gutter, the skill is still butter. It's like Fontaine and Knife was still in Lil Brother. Hip-hop is my wife and I still love her. Touch your heart like Mitch when they killed this little brother. Hop, skip, and a run from Pop, Biggie, and Pun. If I ain't top 5, then consequently you're dumb, nigga. God forgive me, somebody give me some rum. Santa Claus on your roof, come down your chimney with guns. Let the ratchet off, smoother than David Hasselhoff. Night Rider in black leather, I'll blow your apple off. Hit your brain right in the core, turn it to applesauce. God forbid you see me taking this jacket off. I play for keeps, to say the least. I wave the heat, I'm trying to take out the leader, nigga, I'm laser beak.
Omni-Man beats the hell out of Mark. I mean, damn near on his deathbed. He can't really kill him. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of got the human connection to him in a way. It's his son. You know what I mean? He just an evil ass Viltrumite. But instead of killing him, he flies away. So when Mark recovers, Mark, you know, he flying out there in space. Alan, the alien, the old homeboy from earlier, he comes back and he's trying to warn Mark, like, yo, it's a Viltrumite living on this planet. I scrapped him like 3 years ago, you know, whatever. So the alien homie Alan tells him, like, he worked for a coalition of planets, basically, that's there to stop the Viltrumites or the Viltrumites from coming to, like, take over. because they surely coming now, because Omni-Man done abandoned his post. And the crazy thing about that abandoned the post thing, he say like they never do that shit. So you can tell Omni-Man basically didn't want to kill his son. He had to just bounce, and it's something that basically go against their code. See, now the crazy part about all this shit is my man abandoning his post, Omni-Man, really is a quick symbolization that Mark really wanted to fight. And I know what you're thinking, because that dude got his ass kicked royally. But he wanted to fight because of the will he had. He was on some like superhero Rocky shit. The dude wasn't gonna go down. He wasn't never gonna give up. And Pops just couldn't kill him. You know what I mean? You know he don't care about killing nobody. He couldn't kill him, so he fled. You know what I mean? Give a moral victory to my homie Mark, man. I mean, he talking to Mark at one point in that conversation when he whooping his ass, and Mark asked him like, "Didn't you ever love Mom?" on some shit like that. And the man, Omni-Man, said, "Of course I love her, but kind of like a pet." Like that's what he told his son about his mama. I mean, it's crazy. Like he knew what he wanted to do. He had a plan. And he got like, they show a little flashback, you know what I mean, where you can see why he catching that weakness from Mark. Like Omni-Man, he motherfucking 99% evil off this bitch. But I guess he got that 1% from Mark would make him his weakness. Now Alan the alien dude, him telling him all this, he basically telling him like, look, all them Viltrumites is coming. So be prepared, bro. So that's basically how the season ends. And then they give you like a little montage of what's going on. You know what I mean? Invincible, he's still out there kicking ass, trying to save the people. They're showing you what Titan up to. They do the montage at the end of the season shit. All the shows do it. Now that was just a quick review of Invincible. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. Yeah, I think it's 8 episodes. There's mad stuff in there, I ain't tell you. I mean, my man got a whole high school life going on. The girls going on. It's so much stuff. I just tried to give you the basis breakdown of him and Pops, because that's the main element of the show. Like, him trying to defeat his Pops, or his Pops coming back. I don't know, you know what I mean? Sorry to all my nerds out there, my comic book nerds. They already know what's going on and all that good stuff. But y'all full-on comic book nerds, hey, yo, listen, check. Y'all ain't gotta be mad if the source material ain't exactly how the anime series carried it out. It's a great show. Y'all ain't got to try to tell me what's going on in the future, what's about to happen, this is supposed to happen, this didn't happen. I don't want to hear it. Nobody likes you guys to do that. I love my comic book nerds. I respect y'all. Don't be telling me what so-and-so did. It's a new look at the shit. You know what I mean? Great ass show. Check it out. Alright, y'all. That's going to do it for your boy here today on It's the Other Way podcast. I just had to come and drop something off for y'all one time. I'll be back next week with something. I don't know yet. Y'all know how we do. But anyway, peace out.
Been two-stepping since Jay-Z was yelling holla back. Produced records for Shady but never got the plaque. What I would retort is highly enforced. Invite me to war. Smile in the court, then buy me a Porsche. Hoes colder than Debbie Allen, I mighty divorced. Those poet than Edgar Allan who tried me before, who likely a corpse. Who reppin' the culture with Megan's toes is less of importance than Kylie's divorce. The psychology of a meth head. Titty licking the mozzie like I'm trying to be breastfed. My biggest fear is being sick with a problem. My children ain't proud of me giving an apology from my deathbed.
Reader, turn a friend into an enemy. Turn a positive energy to a jealousy. You better be aware if you don't wanna pay the penalty. Don't play the game if you don't care about your legacy. You telling me? Check out my melody. Can't be my dog if I ain't sure about your pedigree. Hope these words are sticking to you like Velcro. Money can't buy you love, but it buys you everything else, though. Whoa.